Hi, everyone. Welcome back to your leadership onboarding. Remember when we started your onboarding, we talked about the fact you're responsible for two things, your results and how you get them, and that those two things are equally as important. And remember when we went through the first module of your onboarding business insight, we talked about how important it is to review both the reporting available to you, the numbers, and the behaviors your team demonstrates, because while the numbers tell you what happened in your business, the behaviors tell you why and how your business happened. This module is about how you can really get a good understanding of the behaviors. This module is about the CSL. CSL stands for Customer Sales Lead, and you heard about it first in the associate onboarding you went through, so you already know that this is the role responsible for focusing on nothing but the customer experience, on hosting a really good party during a given period of time, usually 2 hours, and called a segment. You also know there are 4 things you'll do when you're the CSL. When you're the opening CSL, you'll set the direction for the day. Whenever you're the CSL during the day, you'll be in motion through the store, constantly observing the associate and customer interactions and taking action when you notice things that need to be changed. During your CSL segment, you'll also give updates on your store's progress to your goals, and you'll hand off the control of the sales floor to the incoming CSL when your segment is over. Now, there are very specific pieces of information associated with setting the direction, the mid-segment update, and CSL handoffs. You'll review those and create your own examples as you work through your passport. But here are the 2 things you really have to remember about being the CSL. Your goal during the time that you're in control of the sales floor, during your CSL segment, is to achieve that segment's sales and conversion goals. And you'll achieve those by coaching and motivating your team. But here's the thing, people can be intimidated by coaching, and we've heard it's not something that's culturally common in some parts of the world. But here's something we've learned. Everyone, whoever they are and wherever they live, everyone wants to do a good job. And when you're coaching your team, your peers, or your manager, because coaching does go in every direction to people who work for you, people who work with you, and people you work for. When you're coaching people, you're helping them do a good job. And coaching is as easy as having a conversation. Let's take a look at a coaching conversation Cindy, the CSL, is going to have with me, our manager.
Hey, Jennifer. Sorry to interrupt. Do you have a minute to
Yes,
talk? Okay.
absolutely.
I want your point of view. I noticed when you were zoned to Prestige that you were assisting 3 customers. You did an awesome job. 2 of them walked away with a fragrance and a lotion, so you're amazing at that. What I did notice also is that 2 other customers were in that zone that you didn't get to. You saw them. Okay,
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
Here's what I'm finding difficult. I can give blotter cards to a lot of customers at the same time. You know, take a sniff, tell me what you think. But when you really want to get into the demonstration, it's hard to do more than 2 at one time. Maybe when you notice a group in a fragrance area, is there anybody available who could come and help?
I can rezone. That's a really good point. So when I see that you're doing a fragrance demo and you've got a couple of people, I'll rezone someone to help you out.
That would be fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so much. Okay.
No problem.
Thanks, Cindy.
Bye.
Here's what I saw. Cindy shared with me what she saw, asked me to tell her my perspective, what I was thinking and why I did what I did, and then she talked about what I could do the next time to get a better result. No problem, right? Now, there are just a couple of things to keep in mind to be the most effective coach. Try to coach in the moment as much as possible, and make sure you cite a really specific example of what was good and should be repeated, or what could be better. And be sensitive when you're coaching someone. Try to ask the associate you're coaching if you can share your observation, or if they'd prefer to wait to hear it. Maybe you're seeing a normally great associate not being as engaging with customers as he or she normally is. There may be something personal going on that's impacting their performance. Now, you'll still want to talk to them about it, but ask when a good time might be before you just start the conversation. Always ask whoever you're coaching to tell you their perspective. Here's an example. You wouldn't want to coach an associate about doing a fragrance demonstration for a customer if the associate had already asked and learned the customer was highly allergic to fragrance. Even if you're coaching great behavior, make sure there aren't customers or other associates listening. Being praised can embarrass some people, and you don't want the associate being recognized to feel uncomfortable. Finally, remember what you heard in the associate onboarding video. Make the CSL role your own. Now, what do you think? Do you think you can CSL, coach, and motivate your store team and your manager? I think you can. When you finish the CSL module in your passport, you'll have a chance to apply what you've learned. First, you'll shadow a CSL. Then you'll CSL with your manager or mentor coaching you. They'll use the CSL observation form you'll see in your passport to give you coaching on how you did. And finally, you'll have a chance to CSL your own segment. Remember what you learned today and what you heard in the CSL video you watched during the associate onboarding. The CSL is the host of the party. Make it fun, make it your own, and make your results great. You're almost finished with your leadership onboarding. Just one more piece to review about how to manage your time and your role and your responsibilities. Until we see you again, thanks for watching this and for everything you do for Victoria's Secret.